Hello traders, welcome to Zion Traders YouTube channel. So on this video, I'll be reviewing my this week's trade for with you guys so that we can see the trades we took during the week and the ones we lost and our wins and the lessons we learned from each and every one of the trades, right? So very quickly, guys, last week, on the last video or last week, I told you guys I was looking at selling gold right from here, right? I did. I sold gold. However, I also did mention that gold was actually bullish, but then this buy I was looking at uh, taking a sell to take out at least liquidity, right? That was residing above these lows. But the truth is, gold is seriously really bullish. What I wanted price to do, price did not do that. Price did what it wanted to do, right? So I took it on the 1 hour time frame right here. So I took it on 1 hour time frame right here. I think I took it at, let's say, this point or so, and my SL was above this high, right? So and my target was just this low here, 3 arrow. That was what I wanted to target. So the price actually danced around before taking me out, and that's actually fine. So what's the lesson I learned from this trade? It's simply I actually knew that market was bullish, right? So looking at it from the weekly time frame, we can see that price actually has been bullish, and this sell move only came to take this liquidity, and also you can see how it traded beautifully into this imbalance here for a buy continuation, right? So that's how I got to know that we're still very bullish, right? So coming down to the daily time frame, still giving us the same thing, but then we see what price did here. Price came traded into this zone. On the weekly time frame, I explained what this zone was doing, why price reacted on the weekly time frame on last week's episode. I told us this bull bearish engulfing candle right here, and with an imbalance right there, that it's very powerful, right? I told us last week, right? So price reacted from it, traded downwards, and then price attempted to take out to break off, right? So, but however, it grabbed liquidity, and after grabbing that liquidity, price came to take out liquidity from here and then started trading higher. This is actually what happened, right? So on the higher time frame. So I knew that market was bullish, but then I was just want to take a bear like a sell to grab liquidity because price has been bullish for a very long time. However, it didn't go well, so that is it, guys. So looking at this is the trade I took it live. Where is it? XAUUSD. Yeah, this was the trade, and I took it and I lost the trade. So this is the trade. So this other trade you are seeing was last week's trade that I took, and you can see I lost them right there, right? So let's quickly take a look at the next trade I took. Let's see the next trade I took NZDCHF, right? So let's really take a look at NZDCHF and see what we NZDCHF. It's so beautiful. This week is actually a beautiful week, right? Because learning a lot of lessons. So NZDCHF is actually very bearish, and price traded into. It's actually a beautiful price action right here. Me losing the trade, it was actually still a beautiful trade actually. So I you can see how price has been bearish. So this was my external range liquidity. You can see my chart is everything is marked up, right? So on the daily time frame, still bearish, but then price traded back into this order block on the daily time frame. So this is where I waited for sell, right? So on the 4 hour time frame, you can see, if you look at take notice here, right? So price left kind of, if I don't know if there's an imbalance there on the weekly book, it's another block, right? So you can see how price traded back into this daily order block, and I simply waited for a shift of market structure before I took this trade on the 1 hour time frame. And if you look at the 4 hour time frame, price broke structure, left an inducement here. The price took out the inducement. You can see how price reacted off it beautifully, and then on the 1 hour time frame, you can see how price sold with giving us this bearish engulfing candle, and after taking out liquidity, like there were a lot of confirmation on this trade. And honestly, guys, I'm glad I took this trade because it's actually a good trade actually. So but then I lost the trade. It happens, right? It happens. You will not win all the trades, right? So I lost this trade, right? So let's quickly take a look at the next one. Okay, guys, I know most of you will be wondering. I took XAUSD trade. My risk is not consistent. It's saying that on new NZD CHF trade I took, I lost just below what I'm supposed to lose, right? So the thing is, I took NZD CHF trade. I took NZD USD trade. NZD CHF and NZD USD, they are closely related, and also the market you can see right here. So let me close this. So you can see NZD USD right here. So you can see everything, they are literally almost the same thing. So that's why you can see they are closely related. So correlated pairs. Yeah, let me use that word, correlated pairs. So that's why I risk, instead of me to risk actually, if I risk, let's say I risk full, I go in full on NZD USD, I also go in full on NZD US and CHF. I'm actually going in over risking, seeing that I'm actually trading the same thing, right? Only that they are actually different, paired with different currencies, right? So that is just it. So it's actually the same thing. So I had to diversify, right? So that's actually what I did. That's I had to split my risk into two, right? So that's actually what I did that made me to lose below what I'm supposed to lose, right? So that's what happened. So let's take a look at this NZD trade. It's actually a beautiful trade as well. We have our external range liquidity, which is this very low, being our draw on liquidity right here, and price has been very bearish. So and if you look at what happened here, price was bearish, price took out liquidity and traded into this imbalance on the weekly time frame, and even as you can see, very visible on the daily time frame as well. So this is a very beautiful price action. This is what I love to see, honestly, guys. So price traded back into it on the daily time frame, as you can see right here. So coming to the 4 hour time frame, you can see an inducement right here. So we waited close to this order block. So you can see how we waited for price to come back to it, and then that's where we took our trade from, right? So although it did not go well, but then it's still a good trade. You can see what happened. The same thing that happened on NZDCHF is the same thing that happened on NZDS. You can see they're actually the same thing. So for traders, if you are looking to trade the closely related pairs, you should not be risking so much on both, right? So you should split your risk on them, or better still, take one of them, right? So that's what I do, and I'll continue to do that, guys. So it's actually, yeah, I'll continue to do that. So it has helped me a lot because I've learned my lessons actually. So I learned my lessons actually. So that's the reason for that. So coming to, I also took another trade. Let's take a look at it here. So we have reviewed NZUSD, and now let's come to this trade that I want, AUD JPY. I'm excited because it's actually a good trade. The fact that I lost these two trades does not mean that I did something wrong. No, the two trades actually, they are very perfect trades, right? They are very perfect. In fact, this trade we are about looking at here, which is that was even that is a win here, is not as perfect as both of them, right? So however, look at the price action here. This is what made me to take this buy, right? So I saw that on the weekly time frame, price has swept all this liquidity, and our goal is to trade back into this weekly time frame. You can see this is our draw on liquidity, overall draw on liquidity, right? So now bringing it down here, look at the little price action we are seeing right here. So this is actually within the range, is a specific range, but however, we should not ignore it. We should also look at what price is trying to do, right? So we can see that price came here and created a high here. And then price broke it back, and then look at what happened again. Price traded higher, right? Price came back into this order block and respected it. So I want you to see this, guys. I want you to see this. So price action is very sweet if you know what you are doing, right? You will know, you cannot be right all the time, but then you should know at least what the market is doing, right? So coming in down to the daily time frame, we can see price broke structure here, and then price came down right here back. So on the weekly time frame, price traded into that weekly time frame order block, and we can see all of these that was built here, they are all liquidity traps, just to traps people to keep on buying. However, price took them and grab liquidity, now traded into this weekly time frame order block, right? So this is it, guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. So price came back here, and that's it. So on the daily time frame now, when price got back to this weekly order block, right? So what price did, we can see I took a trade here and it was a win trade, just that I did not show you guys. But let me quickly show you guys that trade. It was actually a win trade. AUD has been great. So you can look at, oh, not this. I think AUD Yeah, this trade you can see right here. So I took it 2024. It was actually December 2024, December 19, 2024. That's when I took that trade right there. So I took a trade here when price traded back into this. You see the same thing, guys. The same thing when price got here on the 4 hour time frame. Why I took this trade? Let me quickly analyze this first one. On the 4 hour time frame, I saw all of these sweeps. So I saw price broke structure. On the 4 hour, remember price came to our weekly time frame order block, and then I saw this pattern here. So look at the pattern I saw. Price broke structure first, change character and broke structure, left an engagement right here, and then left an engagement, and I took my entry right here. It was pretty much a sniper entry. However, I left a lot of space, right? So price just, I took 3 risks to reward out of that trade, and that was it, right? So, but I took this trade last year, as you can see, 19th of last year, right? So that's it for that trade. So, coming down here on the, I can see what price did. So, price broke structure again. Remember this very zone here, right? As you can see right here, it already. Sorry, guys. This particular run right here, we can see here, it already grabbed liquidity from this zone, right? So price already swept this liquidity, making this very low what, a protected what, a protected low, right? So I really don't want to go into full details, but it makes it a protected low. And then we can see again price broke structure again, but before price broke structure, price left an inducement for us right here. So it's very easy, guys. So price came back, and then you ask, why didn't I take the trade from here? I actually wanted to take the trade, but then I think I really didn't get my full confirmation, so I didn't take the trade from here. And actually, God did it. I honestly don't know why I did not take that trade. And also, too, it actually did not really tap me in full. I think my setup was on 2 hour time frame, right? So I'm not even going to lie to you. So my setup was on 2 hour time frame. So that's actually where I drew everything. So I marked everything out. So I don't want to go to my Notion because I have all of these setups. I have them saved on my Notion app, right? So price started trading higher, and also if on my Notion also, I also had a setup I wanted to trade, a counter setup here on the 30 minutes time frame, and price respected it, grabbing this engagement right here. I have this saved, right? Just that I didn't take this trade, guys. I didn't take that trade. Why? Because I saw that price has already traded into my point of interest here and before coming right here. So that was exactly the plan. So I did not take it. I followed exactly my plan, right? So that's exactly what I did, guys. So I waited for price to come. Price, when I saw price sweeping this low, and then I saw this beautiful candle. In fact, this is what gave me the confidence to take the trade again. I saw it actually took the trade on a 1 hour time frame. I saw this beautiful candle, so I just placed my limit order. So at night, midnight, 2 a.m., price tapped me in here. It was pretty much a sniper entry there. Price tapped me in, and then for the rest of the week, is all a story. Price kept doing its own thing, but until we literally hit take profit on Friday 24th. So I took the trade last week Friday. It's closed on Friday too. So this is the trade I took. And also I still have one trade I've not showed you guys. So let's go to our MT5. So these are, as you can see, the reviews now. We've reviewed all the trades. So it means that we took a total of three trades for this week. Let's call it four, but this one was actually okay. 4 trades this week, but majorly three actually, since these two are actually one. I refer to both of them as one, right? So Both of them are actually the same thing, but I'll call them three trades that we took this. So, guys, we're actually not done yet, right? So, I took another trade. I'm currently on another trade. I've actually not closed this trade. This is the trade, guys. It's actually a swing trade. I've been on this trade for a while since last week as well. Last week, being Wednesday or so, that I took this trade. The same concept, guys. I actually used the same concept on this. So let's take a look at the trade. You can see the trade right here. So I think I'm up 1:3 already because I risked. I'm up 1:3 right here. You guys already know that how I trade, right? So normally on a normal day, I'm supposed to exit this trade right now, but because I've actually met my objective, my target for the month in terms of percentage, I I decided to just leave this trade. It doesn't matter if it comes to stick or to hit me out. However, I'm a bit confident that the trade is going to hit take profit. Why? Because I see this zone as an inducement and also a psychological level for this for GBP card. So it's actually amazing, right? So that's why I'm a bit confident, although no matter how confident you are, price will still do what it wants to do, right? But then I will leave it, right? So even though it comes and stop me out on break even, it's fine. I've actually met my objective, my goal for the month for this month, being January. So I really don't have to stress myself. If it goes well, fine. If it doesn't go well, fine. And I'm not taking any trade again for the month. So I might not be even make any video for next week. But if in case I make, I'll probably for another thing entirely, right? So the concept, the same thing actually. You can see my chart is marked already, guys. So this year, I trust God. We are actually not. God is actually going to help us to do what has we have not been able to do before. You know, last year was all rigmarole rolling all around, but then God has helped us in no small way in terms of psychology. We've been able to balance everything, right? So we've been able to balance a whole lot of things, and we know what we are doing right now. We keep on learning. We are going to face a lot of challenges, but even in the midst of these challenges, we'll still keep on winning, right? So even in the midst of challenges of failed trades, we are still going to be profitable, and just we just have to be consistent with what we do, right? And also manage our emotions very well. Pay key attention to our emotions. So these are part of the reasons why I told you guys that I have a certain target for the month, and once I hit that target, I'm not trading again. If you guys notice, I've actually not taken so many trades this month. I've taken, let's say, 5, 6 trades this month, and next month I'm even hoping to reduce it, right? The number of trades I take, because the more you trade, the more trades you open, the more emotional, like you are open to being emotional, right? So I don't know the best word to use, but that is pretty much it, guys. So you can see the trade is running. Hopefully we are going to hit this point, and if we hit this point, good. If you don't, that's it. So this is it, guys. I'm going to catch you guys on next episode. Make sure you like, subscribe. Also, don't forget to join our Telegram community so you see everything we are doing, because very soon, maybe from next month, I'll start dropping my setup. But for now, I'm not dropping my setup. Let's say for this month of January, I'm not dropping my setup. From next month, by God's grace, I'm going to be dropping my setup for you guys. I'm not dropping it simply because I want you guys to be taking signals, but then I want you guys to learn from my setups, and also just to help your biases as well. For those that need it, because not everybody needs it. For those that does not need it, you can still join, and let's learn and grow together, right? So that's it, guys. You can see on the weekly time frame we are still very bullish, right? So that's why I decided to take this trade. Nothing more. Well, the guy was bearish for some days, but then we're a bit confident, right? So I think I analyzed this setup maybe last week on last episode as well. All right, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. God bless you.